Hey guys, welcome back again to another exciting video. Here in today's video, we will tell you the life story of another great personality, SP Balasubramaniam. Therefore, before we begin, if you are new to this channel and like the content what we post, then you should go and hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon so that you will not miss any interesting videos when we upload them. Let's get started. Shripati Pandita Radhula Balasubramaniam, also referred to as SP Balu, SPB or Balu, was an Indian musician, playback singer, music director, actor, dubbing artist, and film producer who worked predominantly in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, and Malayalam films. He sang over 40,000 songs in 16 Indian languages. He won 6 National Film Awards for Best Male Playback Singer for his works in 4 different languages, that is, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and Hindi. 25 Andhra Pradesh State Nandi Awards for his work in Telugu cinema and numerous other state awards from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In addition, he won the Filmfare Award and 6 Filmfare Awards South. According to some sources, he held the Guinness World Record for recording the highest number of songs by a singer with over 40,000 songs. In 2012, he received the State NTR National Award for his contributions to Indian cinema. In 2016, he was honored with the Silver Peacock Medal as Indian Film Personality of the Year. He was a recipient of Padma Shri in 2001 and Padma Bhushan in 2011 from the Government of India. Now let's talk about his early life. SPB was born in Nellore, Madras Presidency, present-day Andhra Pradesh, into a Telugu Brahmin family. His father, SP Sambamurthy, was a Harikatha artist who had also acted in plays. His mother was Shakuntalamma, who died on 4th February 2019. He had 2 brothers and 5 sisters, including singer SP Sailaja. His son SP Charan is also a popular South Indian singer and actor and a producer. SPB developed an interest in music at an early age, studied musical notations and learned music. He enrolled at JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur with the intention of becoming an engineer. He discontinued his studies early due to typhoid and joined as an associate member the Institution of Engineers in Chennai. He continued to pursue music during his engineering studies and won awards at singing competitions. In 1964, he won the first prize in a music competition for amateur singers organized by Madras-based Telugu Cultural Organization. He was the leader of a light music troupe composed of Aniruddha on the harmonium, Ilayaraja on guitar and later on harmonium, Bhaskar on percussion and Gangayamaran on guitar. He was selected as the best singer in a singing competition which was judged by SP Kodandapani and Ghantasala. Often visiting music composers seeking opportunities, his first audition song was Nilave Ennidam Nerungade. It was rendered by veteran playback singer PB Srinivas, who used to write and give him multilingual verses in Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Sanskrit, English and Urdu. SPB was married to Savitri and had 2 children, a daughter Pallavi and a son SPB Charan, also a playback singer and film producer. SPB's mother Shakuntalamma died at the age of 89 on 4th February 2019 in Nellore. Now let's see his career. SPB made his debut as a playback singer on 15th December 1966 with Shri 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 Maryada Ramanna, a Telugu film scored by his mentor S.P. Kodandapani. The first non-Telugu song that he recorded just 8 days after his debut Telugu song was in Kannada in 1966 for the film Nakkare Ade Swarga, starring Kannada comedy stalwart T.R. Narasimharaju. He recorded his first Tamil song Athanodu Ippadi Irundhu Ethanai Nalachu, a duet with L.R. Ishwari under the musical direction of M.S. Vishwanathan for the film Hotel Ramba, which was never released. Other early songs he sang were duets with P. Sushila, Yarka Inna Milaya Kanni in the 1969 film Shanti Nilaya, starring Gemini Ganesh, and Ayi Ram Nilaveva for M.G. Ramachandram in Adimai Pen. His first song with S. Janaki was Purnami Nilavil Pani Vizham Iravil in Kannipen. He had the distinction of rendering the most songs on a single day by any singer. He had recorded 21 songs in Kannada for the composer Upendra Kumar in Bangalore from 9 am to 9 pm on 8 February 1981 and 19 songs in Tamil and 16 songs in Hindi in a day. In his words, there were days when I used to record 15 to 20 songs but only for Anand Milind, and I would take the last flight back to Chennai. In the 1970s, he also worked with M.S. Vishwanathan in Tamil movies for actors such as M.G. Ramachandran, Sivaji Ganesan, and Gemini Ganesan. He recorded duets with P. Sushila, S. Janaki, Vani Jayaram, and L.R. Ishwari. His association with Ilayaraja began even before Ilayaraja came into the cinefield. In the early days, he used to sing in towns and villages all over South India, and Ilayaraja, then an unknown harmonium and guitar player, accompanied him in his concerts. He came to international prominence with the 1980 film Shankarabharanam. The film is considered to be one of the best films ever to emerge from the Telugu film industry. Directed by K. Vishwanath, the film's soundtrack was composed by K.V. Mahadevan and led to an increase in the usage of Carnatic music in Telugu cinema. Not a classically trained singer, he used a film music aesthetic in recording the songs. He received his first National Film Award for Best Male Playback Singer for his work. His first work in Hindi films was in the following year in Ek Duje Ke Liye in 1981, for which he received another National Film Award for Best Male Playback Singer. He began to record more songs in Tamil, especially for Ilayaraja with S. Janaki, the trio considered to be highly successful in the Tamil film industry from the late 1970s and throughout the 1980s. The songs were based on classical music such as in Sagara Sangamam in 1983, for which both Ilayaraja and SPB won National Film Awards. Swati Muthyam in 1986 and Rudraveena in 1988, which again won national awards for Ilayaraja and SPB. In 1989, he was the playback singer for actor Salman Khan in the blockbuster Maine Pyar Kiya. The soundtrack for the film was very successful and he won a Filmfare Award for Best Male Playback Singer for the song Dil Diwana. For much of the next decade, he continued as the romantic singing voice on the soundtracks of Khan's films. Notable among these was Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, which became the highest grossing Hindi film of all time. His duet with Lata Mangeshkar, Didi Tera Devar Diwana, was very popular. This solidified him as one of the biggest playback singers in India. He became identified as Salman Khan's voice in the 90s and, like Kishore Kumar, became Rajesh Khanna's voice through the 70s. In the 1990s, he worked with composers such as Vidyasagar, M.M. Kirwani, S.A. Rajkumar, and Deva, among others, but his association with A.R. Rahman turned out to be a major success. He recorded 3 songs for A.R. Rahman in his debut film Roja. He had a long-time association with him right from Roja, the latter's debut film. Other popular songs include Julai Madham from Pudhiya Mugam, which also marked the debut of singer Anupama, Mannuthu Manthailai from Kizaku Chimaile, which was a folk number, and he almost sang all songs in the musical love story duet and Thangatamarai from Minsara Kanavu, which fetched him the 6th and latest of his National Film Awards for Best Male Playback Singer to date. His association with Hamsalekha began after the latter's successful venture Premaloka in Kannada. He sang the most songs for Hamsalekha in Kannada. He received his 4th National Film Award for Best Male Playback Singer for the song Umandu Bhumandu from the Kannada film Gana Yogi Panchakshari Gavai in 1995, which was a Hindustani classical music based composition by Hamsalekha. In 2013, he recorded the title song for Chennai Express, singing for the lead actor Shah Rukh Khan under the music direction of Vishal Shekhar, breaking his 15 years hiatus from Hindi cinema music. In May 2020, he crooned a song on humanity titled Bharat Bhumi, which was composed by Ilayaraja as a tribute to the people such as police, army, doctors, nurses and janitors who have been significantly working amid COVID-19 pandemic. The video song was officially unveiled by Ilayaraja through his official YouTube account on 30 May 2020 in both Tamil and Hindi languages. SPB accidentally became a dubbing artist with K. Balachandar films Manmadha Leela and the dubbed Telugu version of Manmadha Leelai, providing voice over Kamal Hassan. He has also provided voice overs for various artists including Kamal Hassan, Rajinikanth, Vishnuvardhan, Salman Khan, K. Bhagyaraj, Mohan, Anil Kapoor, Girish Karnad, Gemini Ganesan, Arjun Sarja, Nagesh, Karthik, and Raghuvaran in various languages. He was assigned as the default dubbing artist for Kamal Hassan in Telugu dubbed version of Tamil films. For the Telugu version of Dasavatharam, he gave voice to 7 characters, including the female character out of 10 characters played by Kamal Hassan. He was awarded the Nandi Award for Best Male Dubbing Artist for the films Annamaya and Sri Sai Mahima. He dubbed for Nandamuri Balakrishna for the Tamil version of the movie Sri Ram Rajyam in 2012. He also dubbed for Ben Kingsley in the Telugu dubbed version of Gandhi. On 5th August 2020, SPB tested positive for COVID-19 and was admitted to MGM Healthcare in Chennai. Subsequently, his health deteriorated and he was shifted to the intensive care unit in a critical state. He required a ventilator and extracorporeal membrane oxygen (ECMO) support. His son Charan provided periodic updates over social media while members of Tamil film industry engaged in a mass prayer via Zoom on 20th August and candlelight vigils were held by fans outside the hospital. On 7th September 2020, he tested negative for the coronavirus, although he remained using a ventilator and ECMO. He started showing signs of recovery, including light speech and physical activities. However, the hospital released a statement on 24th September stating that he became extremely critical and was on maximal life support. He died on 25th September 2020 at 1:04 p.m. IST of cardiopulmonary arrest after over a month-long hospitalization. Well, that was a complete life story of SP Balasubramaniam. We hope you have understood today's concept. If you have any queries, then feel free to contact us. You will find the contact details down in the description. If you have liked today's video, then don't forget to drop a like to it and share it with your family and friends so that even they get to know about SPB. You should go and hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon so that you'll never miss this kind of introductory videos when we upload them. You can follow us over Facebook and Instagram for more updates. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, you can watch the rest of the videos which are going to appear right now here on the screen. Enjoy it.